Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with a look at our weather a week ahead, and all eyes on a cold front, which is now off to our north, already producing some thunderstorms across much of Oklahoma, extending southwestward into northwestern Texas. These storms, as the cold front moves to the south and east, the storms will move to the south and east during the evening and nighttime hours tonight. The good news for us is that they will be weakening as they move through the region. However, where they arrive soonest, they could pose a bit of a severe weather threat. Here's the outlook from the Storm Prediction Center at last count, showing you basically a slight risk for areas north of Interstate 30. As you move south of Interstate 30, basically between Texarkana and Shreveport, there's a level 1 marginal risk. In other words, any severe weather somewhat isolated in the green, a little bit more scattered in the yellow, and more widespread further to the north, where the storms will be stronger, especially over eastern Oklahoma and southern Oklahoma. Meantime, as far as tomorrow is concerned, again, this activity will continue to weaken. There is a minor severe weather threat over the southern sections of the region. The big question is, will we see our atmosphere recover in time to allow new storms to develop in the afternoon? And I'll show you what Futurecast is showing here in a second, as well as the HR model. So let's do that right now. And you can see that, first of all, looking at Robbins Toyota Futurecast, that we will see, again, the thunderstorms begin to move into the region shortly before midnight tonight. They arrive in Texarkana between midnight and 1, arrive in Shreveport between 3 and 4, and you can see that weakening trend as they move deeper into the Arklatex after midnight tonight. And as they move in, the main threat that we'll be most concerned about will be damaging wind. A little bit of hail will be possible. The tornado risk looking very low at this point, especially given the timing of these thunderstorms as they move through the region. That weakening process continues later on tonight with some leftover rain over much of the area during the morning. That rain will likely come to an end. And then notice that Futurecast not showing anything, which is, as far as new development during the day tomorrow, it's very possible that could be the case. If the rain lasts into the afternoon, we stay mostly cloudy. We're not going to warm up a whole lot, but you can see the model does show a little bit of sunshine, so it's very likely we will warm back up into the 80s, and that may help to trigger the scattered thunderstorm, especially over the southern sections of the area south of Shreveport, the way it looks right now. And then there are some indications that we'll see more rain develop off to our west. Chances are it will move tomorrow night, Saturday morning, across the southern sections of the area, basically from Interstate 20 southward. If you live in southwest Arkansas, northeast Texas, McCurtain County, it looks like your main rain will be tonight and tomorrow morning, and then you're pretty much done the way it looks right now. And you can see by Saturday evening, we pretty much all should be done as what's left of the rain begins to move out, as we will see the clearing trend as the drier air really begins to filter into the region. And we will see below normal temperatures behind this front, as you'll see in the 7-day here in a second. Let me share with you the HR model very quickly, and you can see what it is showing here as far as the timing. This afternoon, you can see the storms by 9 o'clock still to the northwest of our area. They arrive in Texarkana very close to the timing that I showed you with Shreveport between midnight and 1. You can see that by the time we get to the morning hours, the worst of the rain is pretty much over. Now, the HR doesn't have as much coverage as long, and you can see the scattered nature of the rain by morning. That will decrease. Here comes another round, which will be possible during the afternoon, and you can see this model also keeping all the rain south of Interstate 20. So that could be good news for Mudbug Madness tomorrow evening. Get most of the rain out of here in the morning and the afternoon with just a small risk of some new development, as it does appear as if the best chances will be to our south. And you can see that also the case heading through Friday night. The HR model also keeping most of the rain to the south of Shreveport Friday night into Saturday morning. Now, I mentioned the severe weather threat. Another thing we'll be watching will be the possibility for some heavy rain. Now, generally speaking, I would anticipate seeing an inch over especially the northwestern half of the area, where the showers and thunderstorms will be strongest tonight and tomorrow morning. Now, notice there are some areas of yellow here, and basically with these rainfall potential maps, you have to not necessarily zero in on location of the heavier rains. Just notice that they're there, and keep in mind that area of yellow, 2 to 3 inches of rain could happen anywhere across the Arklatex. So generally speaking, I would anticipate most of the area at least an inch, with a few spotty locations reporting 2 to 3 inches as a possibility here. Now after that, again, we'll quiet down for a few days. As we look at the week ahead, you can see this disturbance, which is going to dig into the eastern sections of the country, go to usher in some cooler air. We'll see lows down to 60 at later this weekend, and you can see another trough developing off to the west after this ridge builds in, keeping us dry for the last half of Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We will see that trough that's developing this weekend to our west begin to move more east, and as a result, the chance of rain returns, starting kind of scattered Tuesday. Better shot as we head into especially Wednesday, Thursday. You can see the main upper level low right over the middle of the country, and this thing's going to take its sweet old time in moving out, so that chance of rain, a good chance, very well could linger through next weekend, the way it looks right now, and we'll know more on rainfall potential during the week ahead and through next week, basically, a little bit later on. But nonetheless, we'll have to keep an eye on area lakes and rivers. The Red River now expected to crest this weekend at 28 feet. That's just 2 feet below flood stage. And again, we have more rain on the way next week. So we'll have to keep an eye on those area lakes and rivers in the coming weeks as well. So here's a look at your 7-day forecast, and you can see that we are looking at a bit of a cool down after upper 80s, low 90s today. We'll see the low to middle 80s tomorrow, probably right around 80 for Saturday, low 80s for Sunday, middle 80s for Memorial Day. Looking pretty nice. You can see the 59 Saturday night, 60 for Sunday night. Then we kind of moderate back to the mid 80s for highs, lows eventually warming back up into the upper 60s. A chance of rain begins to increase by the middle of next week, with the best chances of rain probably holding off until Wednesday night and Thursday of next week, the way it looks right now. So again, strong to severe thunderstorms a possibility, especially for the northern half of the Arklatex during the nighttime hours tonight. We'll see that rain threat gradually shift to the south as we go through Friday night into Saturday.